Every moment is a fresh beginning. The reason I chose this quote is because it relates to a topic that I have a personal experience with, as well as I've read many articles about, which is the rise of soccer in America. Does anybody know about soccer without relating it to Messi or Ronaldo? I do. The reason why is because when I was a child, my goal was to become a professional soccer player. When I arrived to America, the sports that were really influential in that time were baseball, football, and volleyball. Soccer was in the second picture. Yet I was curious why was it when it arrived, who had an influence on it, what the pace of growth in soccer and how it happened, how is it in current America today. Soccer arrived in America in 1620. The Native Americans had a name for it that translated to come and play football. As time progressed, there wasn't really emphasis on it until Pele came to the America and played for the New York Cosmos. When he arrived, he described his experience as playing for a university team, but as it later progressed on, they ever brought many players on, and that team became one of the best in the world until he retired. After his retirement, it allowed for the soccer craze to keep going, and that allowed for many American stars to grow and develop and showcase their skills. Some of them are Brad Friedel, Casey Keller, Alexi Lawless, Tim Howard, Clint Dempsey, Landon Donovan. The last one, Landon Donovan, had a really big impact on American football because at the age of 16, he got offered a professional contract for FC Bayer Leverkusen. That's a German super team. That's a German team in the professional league. The three players that had a big influence in American soccer. Pelé had a big influence because that's where he started all. He left the soccer craze going on after his retirement in the Cosmos. David Beckham came to the United States in 2003. After his final contract in AC Milan expired, he transferred to Galaxy, but during that time, MLS did not need a superstar. Yet when he came, he brought all the attention from Europe, South America, Asia. He brought all the eyes to the world to America because he had what MLS needed. A superstar that grabbed everybody's attention. So wherever he went, the press went, the fans went, and it was just mainly focused on. It got to the point that MLS started to create this team based off the best players in the league, competing against European champions like FC Bayern, Barcelona, Chelsea, and Real Madrid. It kept going on after his retirement. The last person that would emphasize on again would be Landon Donovan, because he had a big influence in American soccer, not only because of his transfer to Bayer Leverkusen, but because he created a form of understanding that Americans can play soccer, but it also was known as a stigma for it. And as well, led to the rise of new superstars. After the Donovan era, many young superstars started to arise. Tyler Adams, Josh Sargent, Tim Weah, Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic's rise was from the academies of Borussia Dortmund. Once he got signed to the first team, they compared him to Landon Donovan when he came to FC Bayern Leverkusen at the age of 16. So they had many comparisons with him. They put a lot of expectations on him. And they kept going and going until he transferred to Chelsea Football Club, one of the European giants, an English giant. Those comparisons kept rising because as kept tying and tying and tying. So they expect Pulisic to lead the United States into the chase for the World Cup, as once Donovan did too. The sport of soccer today in America is still growing. I walk around the streets and I hear people talking about soccer. I never expected them to be talking about soccer. I expect them to be talking about football, baseball, basketball, but not soccer. Yet it's becoming slowly, little by little, an important sport in America. If I want to leave with anything today, is that no dream is impossible to achieve. Thank you. My name is America.